Tonight we continue our look back at some of the most memorable stories of the year. WFMZ's Dwayne Parker takes a closer look at the controversy over Redding's Christmas tree and the lives changed along the way.
Good evening and happy holidays. I guess I was so blown away by this story because it was amazing to see how many people were so divided over this very issue. Some wanted to tear the Christmas tree down, others wanted to adopt it. And in the middle of all of this ruckus, Redding's Christmas tree became America's Christmas tree.
For a while, it was hard to find anyone green with envy over this Christmas tree.
Ay, yo no la quiero dar, si está horrible.
In almost every language, people wanted the 50-foot Norwood spruce gone. Perhaps the cry heard around the world came from this man.
Not to be funny, if it was a squirrel right now looking for a place to live in the winter, it won't even go into this tree.
Before you knew it, the sparse tree was on every major network across the country.
Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania, it was a tree emergency that got
It even made Anderson Cooper's ridiculous. Major websites like Huffington Post and, yes, E! Magazine followed the saga closely. News anchors argued it out on live TV.
And I still think you're both wrong. Because Christmas only comes once a year. Charlie, it comes once a year. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Well, I mean, I think the lighting, it just needed a little help with the lighting, you know?
Leading the charge to get rid of the tree, City Council President Francis Acosta. He appeared across the nation on Fox News.
I mean, for us, it was just a tree that should have never been on that corner.
Well, it was on that very corner that city leaders haggled out the future of the tree. And just as the lights were being removed, a Christmas miracle. The tree was allowed to stay. Weepy branches and all, residents rallied and redecorated. Remember this man who said not even a squirrel would go into this tree? He's now one of its biggest supporters.
That's the joy of Christmas and the joy of Redding, for real. But if you don't have it in your heart, what you going to do?
After the media blitz, out-of-towners were making plans to visit Redding, bringing much-needed money to a struggling city. That was enough to make the tree's fiercest critics change their tune a little.
The tree's still ugly, but at the end we were able to unite the community and celebrate what Christmas is really about.
So there you have it. In the end, this was basically a story of how people were willing to compromise. And I think that if this were to happen more often, this world would be a much better place. And what better time than Christmas to remind us of that very important lesson. In Redding, I'm Dwayne Parker, 69 News.